Okay, we're starting the third week in April. It's springtime. Hurricane season's right around the corner. We were already in tornado season in the center of the country. Flooding, hail, all of that good stuff. And Donald Trump and DHS Secretary Kristi Noem have said they're going to eliminate FEMA and just return all of that stuff back to the states. They haven't said whether or not they're going to give the states any of the money that had been allocated to FEMA so that states can use that money to help people who live in those states. We're heading into hurricane season, we're heading into tornado, severe weather season. And when you look at the states that receive the most assistance from FEMA, Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina for hurricanes. There's been all kinds of flooding events in Kentucky, West Virginia, Eastern Tennessee, Western North Carolina. And you get the tornadoes for Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, and Nebraska. All of those are red states that voted for Donald Trump, with the exception of North Carolina. But Western North Carolina, that was affected by Hurricane Helene, most definitely did vote overwhelmingly for Donald Trump. He's eliminating FEMA. Remember, after Hurricane Helene, which happened like a month before the election, Donald Trump was like, Democrats are screwing conservatives and Trump supporters in rural areas. We're spending billions on immigrants coming into this country and using FEMA money to do that. FEMA under Joe Biden is only offering these people $750. It's totally misstating how all of that stuff works. He was getting everybody angry. He got everybody angry to the point that there were members of right-wing militias who were combing the hillsides of Western North Carolina and Eastern Tennessee hunting members of FEMA, and they were armed. And they were confronted a couple of times by National Guard troops. And under Joe Biden, he said that recovery costs and the cost of recovery efforts for Hurricane Helene, that FEMA and the federal government would cover those 100%. Last week, Donald Trump did away with that and terminated it. And he's not going to cover any of those costs. In Arkansas, they got tornadoes about a month ago, and Trump denied their request for anything. Didn't even give them the initial $750 so that people could go get a hotel and stay for a couple days. Trump didn't even give them that. Former Trump press secretary and current Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee has appealed that decision. But Trump is like, no, we're not giving you anything. Louisiana is similarly missing out on FEMA assistance to help them survive another hurricane like Katrina. They want to build things up. They want to redo infrastructure, pump stations and things like that. And Trump's like, nope, we're not giving you anything for that. And he's terminating FEMA. And apart from California wildfires, it's going to affect almost exclusively states and regions that voted overwhelmingly for Donald Trump. And he's taking it away from them. And we're heading into hurricane season. And it's like, I've been watching a lot of real estate stuff too. And I saw one stat that Florida and Texas currently account for 40% of real estate listings for the entire country. People are fleeing Florida because of the high cost of living and because they can't get insurance. They can't get homeowners insurance. And now they're going to have no FEMA. They're going to get nothing from FEMA. Who's going to pay for Ron DeSantis's little white Wellingtons, his little white boots that he wears? All of those Gulf Coast red states and upward into Tornado Alley, and up the East Coast, the bottom part of the East Coast. That is all Trump country, and he's eliminating FEMA, and he's already turning down their requests for FEMA assistance. His own people. So, gosh, I hope that hurricane and tornado season aren't too bad this year.